It would help if I turn that. Okay, so we are in the cockpit. We're live. We've got Drako and Zig here. Drako, as the case with most of the Monkey Show stuff, slight computer issues, so we're waiting possibly lightly without ribbing on him. Zig, though, we can harass all we want.
Yeah, I'm here.
Because he's looking at a plane, but he hasn't pulled the trigger yet. But he does like the plane he's got.
Did you go on the website and see the plane?
I didn't go on it.
Did you see why I haven't? So yeah. you didn't see why I didn't pull the trigger.
It's probably pretty close to the cost of mine.
I don't know what was yours.
54.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Oh.
He goes, well, maybe mine's not so bad after all.
It's a little bit more than that, but
yeah.
For the pilot version, the pro version is 25 more than that.
Wow. Okay.
No, wait. Yeah. I don't know what the difference between the two is, but
not sure. I couldn't tell you. I do know that BP was wanting to maybe do some dual cockpit with me in that one, because he has that one, I think.
Dash?
So, yeah, the Dash 8.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, it's a lot more complicated than flying the one that I'm flying now, I can tell you that.
Right. Well, I saw that you were looking at that on the Discord, and I'm like, so you're telling me the 45 minutes after you guys left last night that I had taken the time to find and sort of route us into England was for nothing? And I'm like,
no. Even if I did, I wouldn't be able to fly that thing. Like, you don't just get in and fly that one. There's like,
no, I know,
switches and all kinds of
cages
stuff. Like
settings.
Like I just watched that video that I put up there, and like everything in there works, like switches, and you have to use them apparently.
Yeah.
They're not just coffee pots.
They're not coffee pots. Well,
they're not all. There's not 60 coffee pots and seatbelt light switches.
No, you have
to use them for other stuff. And the flight control system is completely different than anything I've seen so far. I think it's more like what's in airliners, because I happened to be watching a video the other day when I was working on the basement. I had that going on kind of in the background. That Davies guy. What's his name?
Matt Davies.
Matt Davies. I was watching one of his videos that was actually some edited version or an edited stream, and I noticed when he was programming in his stuff in the flight control console or whatever you call that thing, that the one in this plane looks like the one did in that airliner that he was flying.
Okay.
So.
Well.
So there's a learning curve, is what I was. It took me 10 minutes to say it's a learning curve. There's a significant learning curve to that plane. Yeah,
because I get that, because all the different controls, and we know that with what we're doing last night, I'm still learning how to do everything and remember how to do it in the correct order so that it doesn't. So let me catch up with the guys that are watching that have not seen since the last one. We had flown into Akron, Canton. We all flew into there, and then we left Akron, Canton last night. Not recorded in any way. Flew here to Boston, had a nice flight, had almost a nice landing. Drako showed us up by flying in, landing the thing, and he was behind us like the whole time. Yeah, just approached, landed it, like A+ the test and all that, just done. Then he's trying to help, and I even have this thing on computer autopilot coming in, and it's still not lined up right. I abort, come off. Zig, what do? You hop the runway?
Yeah, I forgot the landing gear.
Forgot the landing gear and hopped the runway, and then it sort of
circled around and had to approach again.
Yeah. So
and then landed in the taxiway.
Landed on the taxiway. So he got it down.
We did land on wheels.
Yeah.
Not amongst trees. Wasn't on the pavement, but it was at the airport.
Yeah. Well, it was some pavement. It just wasn't maybe the right pavement.
Right.
And we all then took photos, and we might throw them up in. I'll find a way of putting them up in video sometime, and which is sort of interesting. The 3 different views, because we have modeled aircraft, and to each one of us, it looks different. But I've got your plane in my list, so you should look correct.
Who's that, me?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Did you download that one?
Yes, I did. And actually, I took time to completely uninstall and reinstall to just make sure I had everything working correctly. And the flight plan, it still doesn't like with saving it, and with the flight plan somehow still in it, it won't let me load up from where we ended, and then it won't let me do any flight plan. So I've got it. I just restarted and put it in. I'm here in Boston. I'm in parking number 6. So if you come in, that's where I'm at. I have 2 people watching. Well, one of them is myself, so I can't count that. So are you on your way then, Zig, or?
Where do I go to load? Load. Do I go to load in the like on the free flight screen?
Yeah.
Is that how I load?
Yeah, that's how you load saved. Yeah.
Do I want to load that one?
You can try it if it gets about 85%, and then it goes air GPS, won't work. Then I would suggest just starting over and taking a parking spot instead of the runway.
Had you had that problem before?
I had that problem, and I thought with the reload, it would.
Oh, you
erase.
Uninstalled the flight simulator? Oh,
yeah.
I got it.
And I even killed the saved, but it's still somewhere embedded with the files, because I didn't reinstall my aircraft, and it was still back in the game. So, all right.
I'm right where left.
You're right in where you left. Okay. Don't forget to start up FS Cloud. Having any luck there, Drako, or are you over there muted steaming at your computer?
Yeah.
Okay.
10-4, Roger.
So I have.
No, that dash looks really cool, though.
Yeah, it does. His Matt Davies has flown that with Squirrel, didn't they? Is that the one that they were flying where they've calculated they had enough fuel to go from like London to Scotland, and as they were landing, they were running out of fuel? I mean, as they were hitting the runway, engines were quitting, and they couldn't even taxi back to any. They quite literally got off the runway and it quit running. So, I don't know if it was that plane, but I remember the video, and I think that it was so cool that these two guys that are experienced at doing this and figuring out the correct amount of fuel came up a bit short. So there's hope for us, what I'm saying. All right. Now, I put in a flight plan. From Boston to Seplice. It's in Quebec, Canada, and I have the airport code for you if you're ready to do whenever you're ready to do your flight plan.
How do I in here? I don't know how to do that.
If once you're all the way in the game already, right?
Yeah.
Your airplane there. There, under top of the corner there, you have flights, aircraft world, under flights, flight planner.
Oh, okay. That's easy enough. And then it's probably like, okay.
Yep.
Got it.
And
so
then,
I just choose. I just.
Yeah, KBOS. For your start.
Right. Okay.
Then your destination is CYZV. So Charlie, Young.
Hold on. Let me get off the active runway. Where's the park?
Parking's way down there.
Parking fuel box.
Do fuel box if you want. You need to
Well,
fuel up anyways.
Yeah.
What is the range on yours anyways? Because I was trying to calculate.
800 miles.
800. That's what I was going for all the sort of destinations, keeping it under 800. But we could double up or change a couple as we go.
All right. And then what was the destination?
CYZV. So Charlie, Young, Zebra, Victor.
And that's Quebec, is that what you said?
Yes. SEP, yeah,
Septiles.
Isles, yeah.
Or whatever.
Yeah, it's the northern coast of the Gulf of
Okay, so did you do VOR then?
I did VFR, VOR, yeah.
Drako, were you saying there weren't VOR points somewhere?
Well, there won't be any over the water, but we're staying over the coast. And you should be good. It's only I'm about 186 gallons or 1,300 pounds.
What did you set the cruising altitude at?
You know what, I didn't. Did I?
I mean, it doesn't really matter, probably.
No, mine's at 7,500. But I guess we could jack it up there.
Oh, well, I clicked mine up to 18,000. I was just...
Yeah. All right. I'll do mine at 19. Save. Yes. No.
I'm reinstalling the whole game.
You're reinstalling the whole game.
Well, I hope that works.
Because I got a feeling it's either that piece of shit Connie that I downloaded, or it's the 152 that I found that I downloaded, the Cessna 152.
It's one of those two, the way that you...
Yeah, from Roy. And I can't imagine it's the 152 because Roy has it.
Well, Roy has it, and that comes from First Flight. No. One of those is where that comes from. It was a payware one that was made free.
The 152 is a pretty nice one.
I downloaded it too, and Roy mentioned that They have an airliner that they made free as well. That was a Payliner or a payware, and they made it free. And we were talking about that one yesterday, and he mentioned that they made that Cessna for free too.
I got a feeling it's that piece of crap, Connie.
Probably.
Connie?
Yeah.
Yeah, a Lockheed Constellation.
Oh, the Constellation.
All right, so go in cockpit, start this thing up some.
I don't know, this is really starting to get close to turning me off of freeware stuff.
Well,
If that's what it is. But,
yeah.
But no,
What's weird though is that when I was playing, I would shut down Flight Sim and then put it back and then start it back up, and it would start up fine. Then I leave for a couple hours, come back, nothing's done different to my computer, and now Flight Sim won't start.
I'm also, time-wise, I set it for, we're at like 1,600 hours, so, or 1,800 hours, so 6 o'clock, so that leaving in daylight and landing at sort of dark.
You set time to what?
It's 1,600 right now, 1621 or whatever.
Okay. 11 gigs. I can't believe it. I don't remember this being that big, but I guess it is.
All right, so I must have by now passengers on.
Oh, it actually tells you if you've got passengers loading?
No. I'm just fictitiously going, yep, they should be getting on there.
Well, because that dash does. That's why I asked.
I'm sure they all. Did you hand out all the airsick bags?
No, that's it's in the back with the
It comes with your seat.
Yeah.
So how do I get fuel?
Aircraft there at the top, pull it down, and halfway down it's fuel and payload.
Oh, okay. I've never been to the fuel and payload screen.
Click on that, and then change fuel is the left one.
And it usually starts you off with a bunch of passengers and baggage too, so you can change that to help the weight too if you need to.
Mine, if it's only has it designated as ones, but I can't change it in that screen.
Type of percentage, volume, or weight for any.
Just go with the volume or percentage.
100.
So, doors check.
3 minutes, 38 seconds.
Well, that's pretty fast. Moondog would have just had to wait till tomorrow.
Yeah, shush. It did. It took me 2 hours. That's why I came home at lunchtime and reinstalled it.
Well, I saw you on. I was on my phone while I was working today, and that's when I.
Well, it started me off at like 20 minutes, and now I'm down to less than just about 3 minutes.
And
I'm downloading.
Change payload too.
You can if you wanted.
I didn't know I could do that. Station 1, Station 2, Station 3, Station.
Oh crap! I wasn't paying attention. Kill that. Restart it. That's gonna cause maintenance issues later down the road. All the way down.
Why did you put your landing gears up while you're sitting at the gate?
Clone. Hello, Clone. Welcome back. And Luminance. Hello. Glad to see you guys stop in. We are definitely being monkeys at the moment. Because I'm starting a plane that I'm supposed to know incorrectly.
Be nice if it would tell you your percentage on the total weight. Although I printed out the checklists and operating procedures for my plane. It's amazing what you can learn if there's manuals and instructions.
Yep.
Like I figured out I can move my seat around and change my view, which is pretty cool. And I can turn the yoke on and off.
So just to update you guys who have just stopped in, we're in Boston. We flew here last night, not recorded, and we're going from Boston up to, say it again for me, Drake, Sep Isles? Yeah, Sep Isles, which is on the Gulf of Lawrence in Canada. Quebec, or is it Newfoundland? Newfoundland there, technically, province of.
1 minute and 50 seconds.
Quit showing off. That'd be like 4 hours for me.
Ah, damn, it went back up to 2 minutes and 7 seconds.
Running. Come on, click the correct button. So we have that. Power. 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 Instrument lights on while I'm up here. Turn off the film lights because I just don't like them. It's too bright. Got that running, so we got coffee pot on. Dim lights on the cabin.
I'm thinking it's a safety hazard the way you fly. The coffee pot is gonna fly off and scald somebody.
No, no, no. I've actually... Yesterday was a very nice landing. The fact that I was doing 65, 70 degree banking turns, though, probably not.
In a couple of your descents, I'm sure everybody was plastered up against the ceiling.
No, actually, all the descents were pretty good. It was quite literally when I veered off to re-approach, I cranked it left and put it in about 70 degrees.
Although with Zig, after he did his belly landing, I'm sure all the passengers were playing the Flintstones.
Yeah. They all had their feet through the holes I left in the floorboard.
Taxi lights on.
Because it wasn't even like a slight belly landing. I mean, you ground that thing halfway down the runway.
Oh yeah, tink 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 tink. Like skipping rocks across the water.
Put it this way, they didn't need to repaint the bottom, they had to replace the bottom. Yeah.
I thought that runway seemed a little rough when Moondog landed.
What are you talking about? The runway was fine. He's over there in the... No, the first time he did hit the runway, didn't he?
Second time he landed in the grass.
Yeah. Alright, so I think I'm all started. Turn on the radio.
13 seconds. 9, 6.
I am going to go into pilot control. I'm starting to learn some of this pilot control and stuff like that. So let's see, let's program departure. Enter. By any chance, does anyone know which one I want to do though? Not sure yet. Oh, don't hit that button. Boston ground.
I guess technically we could do any one we want.
Yeah. Well, no.
If you want to wait for the radio.
Yeah. No, I'm going to do the radio. I've got the radio on, but I was talking the departure. The BOR is going out. I'm actually setting up the. You know how you did the approach on the computer? You can do a departure too. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Maybe I'll take a look at that while.
Boston, ground, Mike 88 with golf. Request taxi for takeoff, east departure. Mike 88, taxi 2 and hold short of runway 22, flight via taxiway Bravo, Kilo, November. Contact tower on 132.225 when ready.
By the way, I'm taking off east departure, and they have me on runway 22 right.
Taxi 2 and hold short, runway 22 right via taxiway Bravo, Kilo, November.
I don't know what the hell Steam's doing now. It loaded it, then it turned around and said it's verifying it, and now it's going to take another 25 minutes for it to verify.
No.
So I don't know what the hell Steam's doing.
Did you guys take off already? Oh, okay. You did.
And it won't let me do anything.
They let you do anything? That's ridiculous.
That's Steam for you. Steam does a lot of stupid things when they don't need to. It says verifying, yet it says that it's doing an update. But it's not updating anything because it's all downloaded, all 11 gigs.
Oh. Enter. Enter. 22 right. Yes. Is that what he said? That's what he said. 22 right. Enter. Transition all. Load. Enter. I gotta learn which ones these are because that's not quite the direction I wanted to do, but alright, it is what it is. I can hit direct and change that. Okay, so yeah, because I can hit direct and change and hit skip waypoints, right? Right. What I heard today while I was working and trying to do watch a tutorial on how to do some of the stuff and going and listening to what he's saying, but not actually visually seeing it. So I'm like picturing in my mind what he's clicking on. So I don't know how well that's going to work. Flight plan is that. Approach once we're up there. All right. Oh, back. Turn that on. There we go. And then that should have traffic off. All right. Should be good there that way. that's that. Distance is 665 nautical miles is what it says for this trip. Calibrated at 0. Pressures. That way. It said EK and E. All right.
Traffic.
Traffic.
Did you take off, MoonDog?
No.
Oh,
It'll tell
okay.
me if I've got traffic while sitting on the ground, like you guys are too close to me. All right. But I am going to head over towards the runway.
Well, I don't know how long this is going to take me because it keeps jumping anywhere from 9 minutes to 3 hours. Steam is a big steaming pile of crap right now. Excuse the pun.
How long was the flight, MoonDog?
Let me pull that page back up for you.
Traffic.
Doesn't have it because we haven't started it, but it's 665 nautical miles, and I thought it had said it was about 2 hours. Or wait a minute, where's your flight plan? Where's the flight plan? That one. Have time on this.
Mine doesn't, it just has the miles.
Wait a minute. No, there's something here. I remember.
You got the fancy system, so maybe yours would tell you that.
Estimated time en route 2 hours and 4 minutes. If you go to which one did I just do this off of? Under aircraft, with your pull down tabs there, your knee board,
yeah.
your knee board, and then briefing. It'll pull up a little box. It has briefing. It might have there is no briefing available here. Messages, and then nav log. And it should have a nav log for this flight.
That was under knee board.
Under knee board.
That was under nav log.
Nav log.
Oh.
See, I'm useful for something. I don't know what yet, but something.
And it tells you your estimated fuel burn there too.
Yeah. Alright, so now the question is, can I do this tonight? That there. That there. That there. Then backwards. Give me backward thrust, please. Northwest. All right. Back up. It won't back up. Alright, fine. Nope, I got enough room to pivot though, that's good.
What the hell is it talking about? The game cannot run. I currently have another game launch in progress. I haven't launched anything.
Is it? Yeah, is it considering? Well, I see that it's allowing you to try and start. That down, back that down. Ground traffic. I just saw the truck drive by. I thought it was a plane passing me on the ground. Right, that should be right. Yeah. As we go along here, slowly. If we can spot and zig as we go along. And let's see.
Did you see me?
Cindy. Yeah, hey, hello friend. Well, hello. No, I haven't seen you yet.
Oh.
I think you're up here though. Driving by, I don't see. This thing pulls to the left.
Nope. Alright, I'm done. Thank. Still won't load. So, you guys have a good night.
Well, if you get it loaded, pop back in.
Yeah, I doubt that. Catch you guys later.
See
Okay.
you, Drako.
Hey, Drako.
So you're...
Yeah, I'm headed towards the end of 22R.
Yeah.
Okay, sweetie. Thank you. I love you too, dear.
Okay, now let's see. Which did you depart east? Is that what you said?
I did. Yes, I did. Gesundheit. I'll have you know, I think I saw you as I flew, went down the taxiway. Yep, right. Okay. 22R, yep, okay, right spot.
Traffic. Traffic.
All right, so set flaps. Yeah, set flaps to pre-flap. Those are engine auto ignition in case of over an air restart, which I haven't had on, but I've learned that I need to. Check that there. We're good and set there, that's good. That's what I did.
It made me hold my position for like a service vehicle.
Oh, did it?
I think so.
Well,
He stopped right in front of me. Around him.
think I have radio approach. That's done. Okay. I really need to know what buttons are which. That's out of the way. That's. You're on the way down the runway? The runway?
Yeah, I'm going over to 22 something or other.
Okay. I'm going to contact Power because I have the departure programmed, and it has me going way south, and I'm going to at least start to follow it. Then I'm going to change the in-flight waypoint, see if it'll do that. So, Boston Tower. No, Boston Tower. West Texas.
Tower, Mike 88, ready for east departure at runway 22, right, Mike 88, cleared for takeoff, runway 22, right, departure to the east approved.
Knowledge.
Cleared for takeoff,
All right.
runway 22, right, Mike 88.
Brakes. Ourselves out there. Gas it. Go. Landing gear up. Flaps up. Flaps up. Autopilot. Yeah.
It's a big airport.
Yeah, it is.
Airplane driving sim.
Yeah.
Mike 88, you're leaving my airspace, frequency change approved. Boston departure, Mike 88, this time Beach, the air, 3 miles south of Boston, 600, request clearance to transition Bravo airspace. Mike 88, Boston departure, squawk 1753. Squawk 1753,
Okay,
Mike
so
88.
got all that started. Good.
Mike 88, radar contact.
There's 15 left.
Oh no, I don't want this. Cancel that
South
thing.
of
Yep.
Boston, 800, cleared at Bravo airspace. Boston approach, orbit 500 is at 3,900, descending 1,800. Orbit 500, Boston approach, roger, altimeter 2991. Cleared to the Bravo airspace.
Quit that. Keep hitting the wrong button. Alright, now I want to do this. I want to do...
Orbit 500, turn left heading 020.
BGR.
Left heading 020, orbit 500.
GR. Enter.
Going to, where did it tell me to go? 22. R.
Alright. Oh gosh, sorry everyone for sneezing in your ear.
Orbit 500, you are to 1 mile southeast, turn left heading 320, descend and maintain 1,800, cleared ILS, runway 29er, approach, maintain 1,800, still established on the localizer, contact Hampton Tower on 118.5.
What's
Turn
that?
left heading 320, descend and maintain 1,800, cleared ILS, runway 29er.
Are you up?
Maintain 1,800.
Okay. So it's other traffic that I'm catching. Alright. You want me to,
I just got clearance, so
okay.
I'm setting up on the runway right now.
Well then I will just back off speed. Just stay on course. 900. Alright. Throttle. Sorry. Okay, oh, this isn't where that was. That's
Okay, here we go.
I guess we're up enough we can, oh, turn off seatbelt signs, which I never turned them on. Auto, turn that to cool. Oh, we're up, we're flying. You're up. I can tell because your airplane went from red to white on the FS cloud. restrooms on or up. Don't need taxi lights on now. Any other housekeeping things? I put those on.
I did put my landing gear up.
Put your landing gear up? The important thing will be putting them down.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what I want to do. Cabin pressure. We're going to 19. I'll put cabin pressure over 21. That'll be good.
Dang it, messed up my volume. I hate that.
Did you tab and it messed it up, or?
Sometimes when I go in and out of a window, or it's just, it's annoying.
So I did VORs.
Yeah, I did too, I think. Isn't that what we talked about?
Yeah.
Taxi lights off. Do I need my nav light on?
Probably need it on just to be in regulation, but
Okay. I'm not sure which one that is, so that's fine. Matter.
it would be the one that says nav. That's on. It's on. We change page over to this one. Guess I could look it up. There we go. Oh crap, I didn't do that. Flight time. Why is this not doing this? Yeah. 144 nautical miles to BGR. Is that your VOR?
To BGR, yes.
Okay. And we have sort of a 30-mile-an-hour cross tailwind from.
Yeah, it's a little bouncy.
Yeah. Okay.
But I'm gonna go ahead. Let's see. Go ahead. 6. Dial that up.
No messaging. No messaging. Flight plan. Well, we have BGR, HUL, and then 2F. VOR is in 2F, I think, is the airport.
Did you say the HUL?
Yeah, BGR, HUL, and then 2F.
Well, I have YGP, UZ Victor, and
Yeah.
CY.
Why is it not showing all that for me? Okay, wait a minute. Let me go into the other one. Okay, yeah.
Mike 58, you're leaving my airspace. Radar
Yeah.
squawk 1200.
Oh, Drako launched.
Squawk
Acknowledging it.
1200, frequency change approved. Mike 88. Boston approach, Cessna, November 43, Niner 3, with you. Cessna, November 43, Niner 3, Boston approach, roger. Niner 88. PA, November Mike Alpha, contact Boston Center on 135.7. 135.7, Bombardier, November
Flight
Mike
plan.
Alpha.
It has me BOS BGR 2 or HUL 2F and then UZB.
Huh. Well, UZV, that's not the airport.
No, it's not.
The airport's a 4-letter code that's,
Right.
I'd have to look it up.
It's just not scrolling down the rest of the way for me for some reason. Yeah, it's just not scrolling down. UZV and then CYZV. Okay. It just wasn't doing all of them. So if I do an approach, select approach.
American Pacific 7363, descend and maintain 5,000. Descend and maintain 5,000. American Pacific 7363. American Pacific 7363, contact Portland approach on 119.75. 119.75, American Pacific 7363.
Now somehow you're supposed to be able to look at each leg as you go along. But that's where I was doing that thing where I was working and listening, but not actually able to see what he was doing, so
Right.
it doesn't help when you're trying to learn something and go, huh? When you can't see it, so. But heck, I got up, I autopiloted onto departure, and then I caught the nav, the VOR nav setup, so what more can you ask for? And I'm climbing, I'm at 12.5 now, going up to 19. I don't think I can complain about this flight so far. So you climbing?
Yeah, I'm up to 7,600.
Okay. How's your speed?
261.
Wow, you are cranking it.
What do you mean?
Well, mine's only 195.
Oh. It said in the some of the material that I found in the folder, there's manuals and operating tips and
Yeah, there's an actual
checklists.
manual.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I printed out like the checklist, and then I printed out some of the other stuff so I could read it while I was sitting here flying. And it says the economical cruising speed is 200 and up to 260, 230 to 260.
Right.
Is a economical cruising speed.
Yeah, I can't remember. Mine's similar, but I'm not positive on it because I don't have it printed up. It's on this computer. What I should do is actually take that folder, copy it,
Put it on the other computer.
put it on the other computer so I can pull that screen up. So not only would I have the stream that I'm watching that, you know.
Yeah. You could have your documentation handy as well.
Right.
That's not a bad idea.
You
I have
know.
a usage to doing a second screen.
Well, see, that would be the second computer. The second screen already has Discord, a preview of the stream, and FS Cloud.
Right.
So it's
Right.
like, this is why I need the other one. And I just got a notification that BP's trucking it. No, BP, you should be watching my freaking stream. Get over here. End of a message.
What altitude are you at?
15.8. If I'm reading that correctly. Nope, 15.1. But I'm only I think I'm climbing at 800. 800.
Boy, every time I want to acknowledge on the radio, everybody's yakking.
It has, yeah, it has the computer ones doing it, and you just get that squawk sound. They talk to me first. Have you ever listened to some of like the air traffic controller stuff that's on YouTube?
No.
I did one of those. Okay, I was watching like the tutorial on this and fell asleep to it, and it just did another video that was similar, and then another video. I woke up to air traffic control, ground control, and I can't remember which airport, but it was a U.S. airport. And this guy was having a day. I guess it was a bad day to begin with, and it was a busy day, and he's just like non-stop, plane after plane after plane, trying to get him so that he can get him to the runway and moving them around all the ramps and then the taxiways and clearing them for talking to the tower, and the ones coming off of there that he had to go to gates. And he's like, a couple of times he was like, he was trying to get one of them. They were trying to back a plane up, and he was quite literally telling them, pilot, please tell the guys that were the ground crew, back you up a little more, because I want to shove this plane in front of it, that you're going to go behind it, and that, you know. And he's like, they're like, Roger, you know, all of that. And then he'd have one guy come on and he'd repeat himself like on the whole transmission, and he'd come back and goes, you don't have to repeat yourself, I heard you the first time. So I mean, it was interesting, and at the same point I go, I can be controlling, so it would be sort of cool the first 3 times, and then after that it would be like, you know what, you guys just go to hell. So I give them credit for the guys that can do that. That's that, that's it. Insert, okay, that's good, that's good. Let's try it again. Okay. That is it letting me know that I'm almost to altitude.
Hello.
Hello.
Did you get it fired up?
Yes, I literally had to go in and delete every single FSX file. Reload
really?
the entire thing. And then there were some hidden Flight Simulator X files with like save games and everything. I had to delete all those save games that I didn't know were there. So I'm guessing that there was some sort of corrupt save game somewhere that was keeping it from loading.
Huh. Well, I'm glad you got it running.
So you're having not the same issue, but a similar thing where if we save it, when I was saving it, it won't let me use the flight planner off of that save game. So I'm not going to, even if we save it, I won't be able to use it. So wherever we land, I'm just going to write down where I'm at.
Start over.
And that's where I'm starting from, yeah. Look at that, look at that. Almost like I know what I'm doing. And it turns off of VS and goes to hold altitude. And now my speed climbs up as I'm no longer climbing. I am doing something right. I don't know what I'm doing right, but I'm doing something right. Alright, so I'm going to back off on that.
Now I have to go and download my plane again. Or download it, install it.
Your Stratocruiser.
Yep.
Or you just have to install it again. You don't have to re-download it. Or you deleted it just to make sure it was all.
Yeah, so I just have to do the auto install again.
Okay. But you've got one of those badass computers that can download it in 3 seconds and.
Oh, if it's in the mood to. But it can only go as fast as programs will let it.
Yeah. So we're coming off of the Atlantic back into Maine, I do believe here, Zig.
I was wondering, I was just wondering what we were coming back into there. We're flying up kind of the coast, right? Because I don't have a map, and I'm not going to lie, my geography's not, great. I mean, I know where Maine is, but I don't ever see it on a close-up coastal view like this to where I'd go, oh, look, we're coming up on Maine.
If you look straight out to your left, your 3 o'clock, the city that's on the coast is Portland, Maine.
Okay.
So
I'm
not that
behind you still, so that's at about my 11.
No, it should be at your 3 because I'm looking at where you're at on FS Cloud.
Oh, okay. At my what? At my 9?
Yeah, you're 9 o'clock. Probably more like 8 o'clock now.
I got Zig's plane and my plane both installed now.
That's cool. Got a Cessna Skyhawk at... That can't be right.
Alright, so you guys are coming up to Maine.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try and pick a airport in Maine.
Yeah, we just passed Portland, so I don't know off the top of my head.
I'll just do Portland. There she is.
So if we do...
And what time do you have it set? What time is it right now that you have it?
We set it for 16 when we took off, so it should be like 17:20. What the heck? Okay, why are all the airbags down?
Because you're flying. What kind of question is that?
Okay. And where are you guys going to?
CYZV, which is
CYZV?
yeah, Charlie Young Zebra Victor.
Sept Isles.
Yep, that one.
Why?
Oh crap. You know what I'm wondering? I'm wondering if I have to rebind all my keys again, if those settings are still there.
Oh, you had changed a bunch of key bindings?
Yeah, to make everything work. Settings.
Oh, for your plane, you mean?
Yep.
Boy.
Well, this is awful eerie. You know what? I'm just gonna go back up to the front of the plane. And we're gonna shut the doors. That way we can't see back there. Maybe I'm carrying a bunch of, you know, kids and they want to get that oxygen high. I don't know.
Oh, there's only one way to find out, isn't there?
About the key bindings? Yeah.
Yep.
Well, you could pull up your controls menu. Right?
Yeah, but you know as well as I do, that control menu is way too complicated and confusing for what it is.
I hadn't messed with it much, to be honest, so I don't really know. I just know there's a lot of controls. You can
The controls are still working.
Would you go to altitude 18?
Yes, I don't know if I'm there yet. I'm at 16.2, but
Yeah, I'm trying to look back and see if I even see your markers. I don't quite yet.
I'm hauling along at 293, and I keep turning my throttle down.
Well, that's the other thing I learned. If you put on whatever fuel you need for the flight with, you know, your extras in case of, that way you'll not got the load, which means you can fly quicker instead of like having it like I did when I first started, completely full, and I'm still using this, and to be honest, I might even be able to just add a little bit to get to our next stopping point.
Okay.
That's
FS
good.
Cloud. Yes.
Down through here.
Over a
See how we're
freaking
doing.
hour to get this thing to work.
ETA 30 minutes.
ETA 30
ETA.
minutes to what?
To destination. End of trip. Or at least, you know, this airport. You know what? That's a nice site. I have FS Cloud. I have the map at the right height. I can see us, me, you, and I see Drako! Fuel. Remaining fuel required.
What VOR are you going to still?
Wait a minute. I may have a slight issue.
Are you going to BGR still?
Yeah, I think. You believe so? Yeah. 37 nautical miles. So, no, I don't want that.
What's your guys' altitude?
I'm at 18,000. That's why I did the flight. That's why I did the flight plan at. I'm not there yet.
There we go. Fuel remaining right now. No, fuel on board is 16. Fuel required at this speed is 760. That'll leave remaining 900. Okay.
Boston Center, Mike 88, inside beach, in air, 5 miles.
So I see they're coming out with air hauler too.
West flight following.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been in alpha.
Boston Center, squawk 7507.
I think it's beta now.
Squawk 7507.
But,
Mike 88, radar contact 6.
what was it? Roy was looking at it, and there's some positive reviews, and he's interested in it. So,
I've been really interested in it for quite a while now, but
well, I am too, but it's got to wait another paycheck or something. So,
it's
and
been longer than that for me.
reminds me that I need to make sure that I get a couple things set up so that I can have that little bit of extra income coming in. So,
Oh, it just put your tag on my screen.
yeah. Yeah, it's because I was backing off throttles because I was like worried that I was not that I was short on fuel, but what it was actually equal how much fuel I had on board and how much I needed to get there was leaving me almost just under what I'm like, crap, I'm not going to I'm about 30 gallons short on fuel. And here it was, they were almost exactly even. So that's cool. So I'm going to bring my throttle and stuff back up some. Get my speed back up. I don't need that on there anymore. That little diamond that my cursor's over right now says that the props are synchronized.
Yeah, I'm just skyrocketing up. I'm already at 5,000 feet.
You're in the air already. You got your startup procedures done pretty quick tonight.
I was in a hurry, so I skipped a few steps. Don't tell the FAA.
All right, we won't. But it'll cost you a bribe.
How about I won't crash your plane?
Fair enough, that's a good bribe. I do not see your tag behind me. But I wonder if I go to back this. Doesn't have any traffic within 24 nautical miles, and it should be showing you guys. Why is it not?
Mike 88, contact Boston Center on 124.25. 124.25, Mike 88. Boston Center, Mike 88 with you, flight level 190. Mike 88, Boston Center, roger.
It should have you on there, but it doesn't. Alright.
Boy, I forgot my passport.
Better turn around and go back then. For a while there, you didn't need your passport to go over and back, right? You just needed like your driver's license.
Yep, you just
Over
need an
Canada.
ID.
Yeah.
Well,
And then after the attacks,
Well, no,
they changed all that.
they changed it, but there was still a grace period.
Yeah.
There was quite a while actually a grace period, but my grandfather had gone up to actually Newfoundland, up this way, and then he passed away on the drive back. My aunt had to go up. She could go up there with the driver's license, but by the time she got his body and was ready to come back, she then needed the passport to come back, and they had told her to make sure she had it, and that actually was interesting because she almost didn't come back because she almost forgot that she needed to do that. Let's see, pop RP. Right, so I'm on the next one.
2982.
Wow, we have like a tailwind of 61 knots.
That's why I'm going so fast. Well, at 75% juice.
Yeah.
I'm hauling balls.
Because ground speed is like 312, even though it's
Yeah, I'm
saying
313.
it's only telling me I'm doing 195.
Oh,
So you're telling me it's you guys are a half hour out from
Yeah.
Newfoundland?
I don't think so. I don't think that's correct.
That seems like a lot further than a half hour. It
Yeah,
looks like
'cause
it looks like an hour and a half.
we still
minimum.
got 414 miles to go.
That would mean you guys are going 800 miles an hour.
Oh, come on. Something's not right then.
Yeah, that calculation's not correct. I thought that earlier, and yeah, we still have 412 miles to go.
Alright, well I've got you on my radar. You're within, what, about 7 7 nautical miles?
I think so, yeah. That's what it says when it blips up.
Okay. ETA. Oh, wait. ETA, does that mean it? No? It's
No,
still saying about ETA's estimated time of arrival. It's 0032 UTC.
That's UTC. That's no.
Calculate.
It's 13 minutes just to HUL.
Yeah.
Mine doesn't calculate the ETA. I guess I don't know what time it is. I should have set that on my airplane clock. I forgot to do that. I have to add that to my. Let's see if it's in my startup procedures here. Set clock.
So if it's
Oh
7.
shit! I should probably turn my dot heat on and my icers. Print out the manual with the pictures, but I didn't see.
It's 7:15. Is it saying it's another 5 hours? That's not right either.
No.
Or wait a minute. This is Eastern Time Zone. So if it's UTC, which is what Davith and Roy is, that's 5 hours. So that would be like 12:30. So it should be. It's saying it's like 15 minutes. That's not right either.
I'm gonna say about 2 hours from now we'll land.
I'll go with that. I mean, well, I got viewership. Hey, viewers, you can stop and say hi. We are flying from Boston to Seth Isles in. What did I say? That's Quebec.
Newfoundland.
Newfoundland? Yeah, Newfoundland.
Yeah, because we're gonna be up by the Labrador Sea, right?
No, the Gulf of St. Lawrence. You know, right where all the
Okay.
the lakes, the river, St. Lawrence River. That you've got Lake Ontario, Erie, and all
Okay.
that. That's where.
All right. So.
Yeah.
So yeah. So that's not Newfoundland. That's
Quebec.
Providence.
Yeah.
So you.
Yeah, because we got that one, and then we're going to St. Anthony, which is on the coast there, before we can go up to Nuke.
Why are we gonna try and hit Greenland tonight?
Oh, no, that's. No, I figured we get to maybe St. Anthony. From there to Greenland is like 700 miles. Let's see if I do that. Have a quick look at the map here. We started off in Boston. We came up. We're coming through Maine. We're going to hit New Brunswick now. Up through this way, and then, or more this way, up to Seth Isles here, and then we're going to go almost straight east to St. Anthony, but I don't know if, depending on time, how long. And then Greenland to Nuke, which is up there. And I'm hoping that all of these are big enough for someone's plane to land on.
Someone can handle it.
Yeah. British airspace is 2.2 nautical miles ahead of me. Why? Because I was stuck with pause showing everyone this. So you got ahead of me.
Oh, did I?
Yeah. Just because I was paused showing the map to the stream. Sorry. We can do this. We can do full throttle, full throttle, full throttle, full throttle. And we've just gone from 197 and we're already up to 207. Altitude warning. Why do I have an altitude warning? What is the altitude?
Probably too high, and you've already used up all your oxygen. All the people in the back have used up their oxygen.
No.
Yep, the bags dropped. They put them on. They sucked up all the oxygen. Now they're all passing out.
Dropping like flies.
Oxygen passenger pull on manual override system. You know what? I think I accidentally pulled it open when I was looking for the door.
You open the door.
And the oxygen mask drop.
Well, because of the point to push on to open the cabin doors between the cockpit and the back, I might have accidentally bumped that somehow. And hit the trigger, you know what I'm saying? Let's see, if we go back there now. Oh look, they're all put away. See?
Or they all got sucked out the door.
The door's never been open.
Right.
Seat must be located in outboard position for takeoff and landing. So you have your altitude control on, right?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, because it's got you held at, for me it says 17,952. I'm up to 221, but you're still pulling away a little bit. Drako's up and he's catching up to us.
Yep, I got her up to 16, and I'm now doing 209 knots.
got a little bit of time. I don't have to worry about. Okay, really, Zig, you have to be like that? I just looked at you. It said 2.3. Now all of a sudden you're like 3.2. He's just showing off the speed in his airplane.
No, I'm 29 or 7.
Contact Boston Center on 120.25.
Alright.
120.25. Mike 88.
Oh, I've actually slowed down quite a bit, MrMoonDog.
Mike 88 with you.
How fast are you guys going?
I'm down to 288 now.
Christ.
I was doing like 312 or 313 with like 75% throttle.
But remember too, that's also your true airspeed. So that's your airspeed and your ground speed together.
Okay.
Because if I were to look at my ground speed, I'm at 332 knots.
Ground speed. I'm at 325 ground speed.
Ground speed 340.
But my airspeed, I'm at
See, my
227.
my gauge just, or on my heads up, or I don't even know what you call it. I have like a little info panel that it shows true airspeed, ground speed, heading, track, altitude MSL, and altitude AGL, like in a little heads up window there.
Yeah.
So I don't think I can change it from true to indicated or anything. So
Well, I have the one that it says 222, GS, which is ground speed, 340, and then TAS, that's true airspeed, 303.
okay, yeah, I'm at 289.
For your true airspeed?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I won't be catching up with you guys. That's okay. I'm not gonna be too far behind either.
Right.
No, we want to be down and out of the way when you decide to land this on this tiny little runway. No, when I picked these, I picked them so that they were regional airports. And that was so that hopefully I could pick runways big enough for you, which while we're here, that was one of the things I was going to do was information page. This page.
Got about 1 minute. Or did you hit HUL already, I guess, MrMoonDog, probably? Or no, I'm in front of you.
You're in front of me, so I'm just behind you. Yeah.
So I got like 1 minute and we'll transfer over to HUL.
Yeah. We're going to airport CYZV. Runways 9 and 27. No, come on. Let's see. Goodness, there's something slightly wrong.
Where did you get your plane from, MrMoonDog? Flight 1?
Flight 1. They have 1331 and 9 and 27. Runway is a hard surface at 65.52.
Alright, at least as long as it's over a mile, I can land this thing, no problem.
So you need over 5,000 feet.
Yep, 5,000 feet minimum.
Okay. So if I do now this. I say the one after that would be was St. Anthony, which is CYAY. Better figure out how to stop it quicker.
Why?
It's only 4,000.
Well, I do have reverse thrust on this.
Okay.
I just don't like using it because it's hard on the engines.
Right. Is BGH Nuke Greenland. Oh, well, you're not landing there.
Mike 8, contact Boston
Why?
Center on 12.8.
3,117 feet.
12.8.
That's a little short.
That's a little short.
That's what
Well,
she
see,
said. Sorry.
Boston Center, Mike 8 with you. Mike 190.
well, see,
I don't know. I'm not too far behind you guys. You guys are just now crossing the Canadian border, and I'm flying over Bangor, Maine.
yeah. Backspace. The other one is AF. That one's no problem. That one is 10,020 feet.
Oh yeah, that's a over 2 mile long runway. I can land on that one. If I can't land on that one, call me Moondog.
Don't make me get up and come back there. I will land this plane.
I will turn this plane around.
Well, see, when I was doing this last night, half trying to stay awake and trying to figure this out, I'm like, the biggest concern was how far can we get, and with someone's 800 range, and
Well, I could jump in a different plane for a leg if I have to.
I mean, I'm not too worried because if there's an airport I can't land at, I can always find a bigger airport.
you've got the distance. I mean, hell, you could even, if it's one of those where you can circle, and then we can hit fuel and then continue on, you know?
Technically, if I wanted to, I could fuel up, take off from the airport we're getting ready to land at, and fly all the way to England.
Yeah. And to be honest, I could go from Boston fully fueled, get to Nuke fully fueled, and then get to Edinburgh. It's being kind to
Hey, you just
Zig.
better watch it, or
no,
I'll
I
get a dash. I won't have to worry about it anymore.
I know, but you like the plane, so it's like, why do I want to pull you out of it? So that's why I was being considerate with that. I mean, I like my plane. I don't want to jump out of it now.
That's like my plane. I'd hate to have to jump out of it to be able to land at smaller airports.
Yeah, and that was, I'm like, that's why I was picking regional stuff, and I was going, well, it should be. And then the one in Edinburgh, I don't even think I need to look at that. I'm sure that one's.
Well, if you're looking around at planes and stuff, and you stumble across one, a twin prop like this, and a little bit bigger, I'll certainly check it out. I just hadn't found one yet.
Yeah, Edinburgh
That was semi-modern.
8,000. So the only one that you really have an issue with is that,
3,000 foot runway.
yeah, that's at Keflack.
Well, like you said, Moondog, if he could just circle,
Yeah, if I have the fuel, I can just orbit while you guys are refueling.
we could just try and be quick about it. You know what I mean? And drop
Right.
in and pop out.
But that's one of those where the leg leading up to it is 756 nautical miles.
Oh,
So it's
that's a long leg.
right. The St. Anthony to Nuke is a 780. Those are the two that we need to do, like a Saturday afternoon, Saturday evening type deal, where we can fly it, and if nothing else, pause it while you guys have dinner and some family time, and then finish it.
Gotcha.
But yeah, with my fuel, you don't have to worry too much about my fuel because I have a light load on fuel, and I have my engines pretty much maxed out. and I can still fly for another 6 hours and 12 minutes and go another 2,000 miles.
Right. Your fuel's not the issue. Your runway length is. Draco's or Zig's runway length not an issue. His range is, and I'm somewhere in the middle. So it doesn't. See, we make a nice three-monkey crew.
Well, I've still been looking for like prop planes that are bigger than this one, but
it's kind of like you two are members of the Blue Angels, and I'm the big transport they call Fat Albert that follows along behind them.
All right. Well, I'm slowly now catching back up to Zig. I want to actually get close enough so I can see the plane. Well, you know what? Let's do it that way. Let's look at these planes that these guys are flying. I can go to aircraft.
If I'm near enough for you to pick me up. Besides, don't show me. I'm just a damn glider to you.
Well, here's the thing. I went to go look at aircraft or air traffic. The only air traffic it has near me, it doesn't even have air traffic. It just has Zig. There is no other planes in the area.
Because nobody flies this way.
There you go. That is cool. You know what? I got the full skin on you.
Oh, did you?
Yep. There we go. Say hi to the stream because you're full.
Hi, stream.
Although your plane sounds weird. Here, let's zoom in here. Let's zoom
Whenever
in
I
on
look
spot.
at your plane, it sounds like a weed eater.
I know. So Zig is doing the whole I've got sunglasses thing on his pilot. Blonde hair, sort of tie and white shirt type pilot, but with the fancy gold sunglasses. Cool. So if we do this, we don't need this anymore. With the wind and everything, it's probably going to want to do us with a 2.7.
I'll be right back, guys.
Yep. I'm guessing it's going to be a 2.7 landing. Right, so if we can program Roche. Out on that? Come on, let me zoom out on that. All right, fine. But it's still saved. That's good. You're following with your GPS VOR setup, autopilot, right, Zig?
Yes.
So you're right on the line. which means I'm also right on the line, and I'm getting closer, and I'm 1,000 feet above you. I don't know if that's quite air safe.
Do I need to drop down?
No, I think I'm just going to back off on the speed. Temperature of these things is in the, oh wait, let's not do that. We're in the green. Torque is down. Prop RPM is still up, that's good. Prop RPM is down, alright. Cool. Low temperature, that's all good. Sinking on anymore. Yep, I slowed up just enough and you're shooting back ahead of me. You went from basically 1 nautical mile, you're up to 1.4 already. I've got you within my range, but I don't have Drako yet.
I haven't even crossed the Canadian border yet. I'm about ready to.
Yeah.
How do you get to the map?
To the map on FS Cloud?
No.
Oh, wait a minute. You're talking the map on the
In-game.
which map are you looking for?
The in-game map, like the flight planner map. There's a way you can get to it in flight. I don't remember how though. Roy told me the other night.
Mike 88, contact Boston Center, Mach 134.25.
Why does Boston still have this all the way up here?
Boston Center has a big range.
Yeah. Well, I get that, but it's just, you would think it would be, you know, something with Nova Scotia or something. And I back off the speed just a touch. He's all the way up to 4, so that's good. Get you ahead of me a little bit.
Zig's got himself a hot rod for a plane.
No, while you were gone, I got to within 1 nautical mile. You know, with everything maxed out myself, I'd caught up from him from 3 to 1, and I just backed off of it.
Was he maxed out though?
No.
No,
So
but whatever
he's
he
got himself
said.
a hot rod.
Yeah. Did you increase when I said I was decreasing?
No.
Okay, so just
I haven't touched it in I don't know how long. I said it's been at 78%.
that's what I'm saying. I just backed off enough, and he took off. But I backed off quite a little bit, though. All right. Well, we still. All right. Alright, no one wants to say hey. You know what? There. I'll talk in my own chat then. Let's see. You look out the window. Is there any good fishing holes down there? Can't tell.
You get to the
Flight plan. And so if we do.
Are you guys getting any turbulence? Were you running into any turbulence?
Yeah, I was bouncing around a little bit.
Every
Okay.
once in a while, yeah. Get a
Okay, because I'm bouncing around. I just want to make sure that one of my engines isn't about ready to fall off my airplane.
well, it is, but you're also
Probably.
got turbulence.
Oh, I didn't know you could speed up the simulation rate.
Yeah, but all kinds of weird things happen if you do that.
Oh, well, I'm just happen to see it there.
So, my cockpit windows, they'll open and shut.
I don't think you should do that if you're pressurized.
That's what I'm saying. I'm at 19,000, moving at 182 knots, and I want to open the air for some breeze.
You're doing 182 knots?
Yeah, I backed off. I said because I was getting close to him, I wanted to open a gap again.
Well, I've pushed her to 234 knots. But I think I'm getting, and the turbulence is keeping my speed down.
Yeah, well, my true airspeed is still at 250, so.
My ground speed's 329.
270. So, yeah, you know, I backed off. Oh well. We all don't need to be landing at exactly the same time.
No, I'm just trying to catch up a little bit. But then again, my VOR's got me going a completely different, got me going a more direct approach.
So, we're going to keep doing this for a bit, and people tend to like what that I've put up so far. So I'm thinking of leaving it as MrMoonDog Flys for, you know, this series. Makes sense, right?
Yeah.
Or would it be better if it said MrMoonDog Crashes?
I'd save that for your highlight reel.
So we're coming up on...
Well, and if they've watched one, it's kind of the same thing. They would
Yeah,
know
right.
if it says MrMoonDog Flys that for a while and then he crashes. Right?
Or he opens the door and sucks all of his passengers out.
I
I
scare
can't
him.
talk. I was skipping stones across to the airport last night, so.
Well, you can duck down and try and skip across the lake next. I mean, you're getting close to water up there.
Yeah, it's true.
Actually, we're getting close enough. I can't... Oh, of course, it's in French. Chandler. That Chandler Bay? C-H-A-L-E-U-R. No, it's French.
Did you watch the video on how to
Chandler?
Chandler. Yeah.
Oh, I can't pronounce French words easily.
No. I can't pronounce English words like Tom, Dick, and Harry.
I can speak Spanish very well.
I could say a few numbers, but that's about it. What were you
And by
saying
very
about
well,
it?
I mean, I can go down to Mexico and not starve to death.
Okay, well. What were you saying video-wise there, Zig?
If you had watched the video on how to do an INS approach yet.
I did not do that, but I did get, that's what I was watching, was the one that completely finished going over how to use all of my G100 or 1000 system. And I started to watch the guy that you had posted up there. But trying to drive and watch what he was doing, and with him having actually a lot of written stuff up on the screen at the same time,
Yeah.
not a good idea to try and drive, read, and
Yeah.
listen. Yeah, you know.
Don't drive and read kids.
But you have to be able to tune the nav radio in
Yeah.
to the airport
Which
to do the instrument approach. There's a, and
Yeah.
you have to get the information on the airport, and I don't know how to do that.
well,
Unless you,
I can do that for the. I can pull it up. I can pull that information up, but if it will give me all that information, so, or if I can ask for it correctly, let's put it that way. I have ATS, multicom, center, 3 different ones for center, and FSS, and a second FSS.
what do you? I don't understand.
Those
what you're telling me.
those are all the frequencies. There's 2 ATS frequencies. There's 1 multicom frequency
For
for where we're going into. Yeah, for the airport.
I don't know. I was half asleep last night.
Right. Now, due to, I don't know, would it be the FSS ones?
I don't remember.
Canada sure is a pretty country from up here.
No, because nav goes from like 108 to 117. And I don't have any of that on that display.
You have to be able to tune in like a
Yeah,
a locator for the, and you might have to know, I can't remember now. You might have to know like which runway.
Yeah, I think every runway has its own ILS frequency, so you would need to know that ILS frequency prior to them telling you which runway to land at.
so that
Yeah,
you could
because once
figure it out
once they do-
quickly, yeah.
So then, in theory, once they give you the runway, you set up your GPS approach, and then while you're in your GPS approach, you set up your INS frequency, and when you get close, you know, when you get lined up with your GPS approach, then you click your nav GPS button, and you click over to INS, and then that's when it'll pick up your glide slope and your heading. And basically that's what you use in bad weather or when you can't see. Is when you would use the INS's instrument.
But it's good to use it at other times too, just so that way you stay in practice with it.
Well, yeah, I would use it just because that's the hardest thing for me is getting my approach, and you know what I mean?
Right.
It would help sometimes if you could just kind of almost like in a sense ride along, and all you had to worry about was like cut throttle and just a little bit at the end or whatever, you know what I mean? Kind of get the feel for what it looks like and what you should be doing.
But that's not real. That's not real flying.
Well, yeah, you just fly by the seat of your pants. That's what I do. I mean, you see me land in the taxiway. I need to watch some videos on nighttime landing so I can learn the runway lights, what they look like.
Did you hear me explain them to Moondog?
Well, you said the white ones. You're supposed to land in between them, right?
Yeah. So the ones that you see running parallel to each other, those mark the ends of the edges of the runway.
Right.
The white lights that you see that are pulsating away from you towards the center of the runway, that's the center. That shows you where the center of the runway is, and each one of those lights is 100 feet apart. So as you're landing, they're usually about when you hit that first light, you're usually about 700 feet from the end of the runway. And then the lights, they're usually on your right-hand side, or on your left-hand side. All red mean you're too high, all green mean you're too low, or all white mean you're too low, and two of each mean you're right on the glide slope.
Yeah, I know that those are the lights that I know, because they're on even in the daytime.
Right.
But at nighttime, I was having a hard time picking up. I mean, it's weird at nighttime because it's really easy to kind of like locate the airport. There's all of the lights, but then I was when I was getting close, I was having a hard time deciding exactly where I needed to be, and it was a little more confusing probably because it was Boston and there were several different runways, and you know what I mean.
Well, it didn't help too that the ceiling was pretty low, and so there's a lot of clouds.
Yeah, and there's lights all over the place because it's a giant airport, and that's the first time I'd ever been in a big airport with more than 2 runways.
Right.
So there's lights everywhere, you know what I mean? The whole damn ground is lit up there, and it's like, okay, I'm just gonna go by these.
So Moondog just made a turn. Zig, you're still going straight.
Yeah.
I'm on course to YJP.
Yeah. For some reason,
sorry.
His VOR setup is slightly different than mine. I'm not sure why.
Just like my VOR has me doing almost a direct flight to the airport instead of the way you guys were going.
Right. Wow. I've got almost a 59 knot crosswind. And this thing has got me pointed at a heading of 0 for me to be flying at a heading of like 23. Thank you, computer system.
Well, right now I'm on a heading of 24 degrees.
Okay, outside temperature is
Montreal
7.
Center.
Outside temperature OAT, outside I know that's the outside temperature where I'm at right now.
6.5. Just keeps dropping the whole time. What did you say your heading was, Drako?
Right now I'm on a heading of 24 degrees. Says my heading is 50. I've definitely closed the gap on you guys.
bad. I'm sure some of the other, like the Orbix and...
Well, actually, the Rex 4 is what's really makes the water look really good.
Yeah.
And that's an FSX add-on.
Payware too, isn't
Well, yeah, it's not free. 254 knots now.
You can watch that Matt Davies video and tell you how to set it up like his for free.
Yeah.
Download some files. So what was that scenery thing? Didn't you post something about that?
That was actually for the Acrocanton Airport,
Oh,
so that we were sort of all on the same runway. And then I was looking for the one for, if there was one for Gary, Indiana, for his airport. There is one for the Midway that I have.
Midway.
Chicago Midway.
Technically, though, I don't normally fly out of Gary. I either fly out of Valparaiso or I fly out of O'Hare, depending on what I'm flying.
Yeah, but O'Hare, they have, the big guys have that. I don't know if there's any free Chicago ones.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'll be right back. I gotta pee.
So I'm 129 nautical miles from the VOR, which is quite literally almost right on top of the airport. Because then the next VOR is 0 nautical miles from the last one, so. And I've got my approach already programmed in. Well, I must not be that interesting tonight. I tell ya, I'm trying to be.
Well, it is kind of late, so
Yeah.
You figure,
It's getting late, yeah. The only one's going to be up at this time is going to be West Coast and
us.
I was trying to think of Brito would be up. But he went camping. He's actually headed eastward from what you catch with his Facebook. And well, BP's probably up.
Yeah, but I think he's trucking.
Yeah, he's trucking. Well, I should send him a message that he shouldn't be trucking. He should at least have the abacus turned on and watching the stream.
He should at least join us flying. Jeez,
Yeah, well, no. Then he'd feel like talking and stuff. I'm not going to push him to talk, but he could at least jump in chat and say, "You guys don't know how to fly. You should learn how to really fly." Something. I mean, I'm sure the abacus could, do at least
I gotta
that
be
much.
hitting up. I gotta be hitting up bad headwind now.
No, I think you have such a strong tailwind; it's blowing you around.
Well, no, because I went from 254 down to 244 knots, and my ground speed dropped from 302 down to 289.
Doesn't make sense, because from the direction where you're at on the map to me, that is in line with the 42 knot wind is going in that direction, hitting me. So that's why I'm saying it. Unless it's that big of a tailwind that it's costing you to lose lift.
No, because I'm not.
Oh, that doesn't make sense.
I am actually I did get hit with a little bit of turbulence, and I was going down a little. My altitude was going down a little bit, but like 20 feet a minute.
Yeah. Drako, do you understand outside temperature and ISA for temperature?
ISA temperature?
Yeah, like your standard. See, that's one of those where the guy that I was watching went over it, and I wasn't paying full attention because I was painting door frames.
No, I just understand outside temperature. I know when it hits 0 or below, turn your icing crap on.
Well, I'm at 5, but I've already have.
That -8 has a. You can look out and see the engine, and it has an animation for icing on the props.
Nice.
Like on the center of the prop, you know, like I don't know what you call that thing, the bell, like, or whatever in the middle.
It's the hub.
The hub. It'll get like a little white spiral spinny thing on it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I just
Like
want
I
to
said,
get content. Oh, there it is.
In that video I posted,
2952.
the cockpit looks really, really, really nice in there. Really, really nice. It better for that. I'm just worried it's too complicated.
You'll be fine.
Just take some practice.
I didn't know how to fly this thing overnight. I spent a week just starting it up and shutting it down.
No, I did similar thing with the with this thing. Got it started, then completely shut it down and learned how to start it again.
So does BP fly much still? He must have like the non-Steam edition then, right?
No, I think he does.
No, he has the Steam edition.
I don't think I've ever seen it pop up that he's playing it.
Well, I think when he does it is he's doing the company flying stuff. In that case, he needs to complete concentration during it, so I don't think he lets anyone know that he's flying.
Well,
I'm thinking, but I might be wrong.
you can set it to do that on Steam.
Just turn off.
You can just sign out of Steam.
It doesn't automatically sign you in
No.
when you play the game.
No. You can play offline and then, or off of Steam, but and then still connect to what he needs to online.
I see. I was just wondering about that because, you know, I know he had said that he still does the virtual airline stuff, but it's like I've never seen it pop up that he's playing this game.
So I'm 100 out. 16.8. Maybe I'll drop that down a little quicker.
Oh, I'm going to be making a hard left-hand turn here. And moving off to YGP. Have you went to YGP?
No, mine is UZV, and after UZV is the airport, but there's no distance between the airport and the UZV. So the UZV is like right on the airport.
Yeah, I'm moving from YGP onto UZV now. I'm changing to that course.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, like you said, and that's 114 miles, but 20 minutes.
So you still addicted to this game, Zig?
Oh, it's ridiculous. I like it. I like it a lot already.
He's like,
And at first you didn't think you were gonna like it at all, huh?
Alpha 16? What's that? I don't know what that is. I don't care about it.
Zombies. What? No, had any interest in doing a flight sim, but I don't know why. I don't know why. I guess I always thought it was maybe more complicated than what I was interested in, but I think it helps, like how we play like this, because you know we learn things from each other, and you know what I mean.
Definitely, I completely agree with you.
And it makes it not so intimidating, maybe, or it certainly helps passes the time on long flights, you know, like when we're hanging out, just kind of BSing or whatever. But no, I'm kind of digging it.
I'm sure your wife was like, "Oh God, not another one."
she always goes, if I'm watching a video with something, she goes, "Is this the new game? Is this the new game? Is this the new game that everybody's playing?"
No, not yet, dear. We're gonna make it though.
And then I was like, "It's $7.50." She's like, "Oh, okay."
Oh, there's BP playing ATS.
But that's the second time in like the last 5 minutes.
Is he working on his skin?
Probably.
Yeah. Which, if he is, now someone needs to interrupt and send him a message. Go, he needs to be watching the stream. Except for, I would probably
We don't
crash.
talk about how much airplanes cost, though.
Yeah, no, we don't talk about that.
They're all free to download. Just like farm sim mods.
I mean, on A2A, there's some planes that are only like 20 bucks, but they're really, really, really well made and detailed.
Yeah, there's quite a few. If you look around, not just on A2A, but you know, First Flight or whatever, and then Flight 1. There's a lot of them in that $30 to $40 range too.
Yeah.
Just
Well, like
not
I said,
just not the ones I want.
like I said, like the plane I'm flying here, I think it was like, when I checked to see what the price was, I think it was only like $34, something like that.
Right.
And the thing is, A2A puts their planes on sale every so often.
There was another one I was looking at. You would maybe like it more, Drako, the Fokker F-27 Friendship.
Not familiar with that one.
But it was only like $40, I think. But apparently it's like a older prop liner, so it doesn't have any modern navigation or anything. So
Yeah.
I was a little disappointed when I read through that.
In case you can't tell, I like the older planes.
Well, you know, yeah. I mean, I like somewhere in between. How's that?
I mean, I may not be able to keep up with the new fancier planes, or you know, like the middle-aged planes like you guys fly. But these planes have, you know, these planes have character, and no two times that I take this plane up is it ever the same with this plane. There's always something different that has to be tweaked with it. I can see the coast of Mont Notre Dame.
I'll watch a few more videos on the dash. I only watched that one. Actually, oddly enough, that guy that I posted the video of, he's one of the guys that got me started on 7 Days to Die.
Oh yeah.
I don't think he plays it much anymore, but I was actually playing on his farm sim server right before I found BP's. He's an English guy, so there was like rarely anybody on like at my gaming time, and that's kind of how I started looking around for maybe somewhere else to play, and stumbled across BP's, or saw that he was starting one. was like, oh, well, I'll check out BP's.
Yeah, and just think if you hadn't done that.
I know, right? I wouldn't be playing flight sim.
Right. You wouldn't have to be explaining to your wife. Don't notice that $30. It's just an airplane. It's a whole lot cheaper than the $300,000 that it would actually cost.
Yeah, it's a great deal.
Yeah.
It was funny though, because I was looking at how much planes cost, and I saw one plane that cost $780.
Oh, I'm sure.
Now, is that the mod or the actual plane?
No, it was a plane for FSX.
What plane do you need that costs $700?
I think it was like a pack, so I think it was like multiple planes.
All right. That better be a fairly large pack.
And pretty good looking.
Yeah. 40 different skins for each plane too, at least.
I'd be curious to see. Maybe I should watch a video on your plane or something, Drako. I'd be curious to see how is yours modeled really nice in the cockpit.
It's very nice.
Oh shit! How far are we? Do we need to start descent yet?
I've been slightly descending for a while.
Yeah, it's time to do that.
Looks like a lot of clouds over the St. Lawrence River.
Actually, I think we're more in the Bay of St. Lawrence, but
According to the map, you're still over land.
well, I'm over the land, but I'm saying we're not towards the river, we're towards the bay or the Gulf of. Could have swore I had Steam on this other computer. Wow. Okay. Well, that is fine with me. Oh, I'm just watching viewership and stuff like that. That's all. No big deal. He should have his Discord pulled up all the time anyways, right? He would get a notif of it, a message, right?
Not necessarily.
That's true if he doesn't have it on.
I'm descending.
Yeah, I am too. We contact
I'm still on Montreal Center, but 2960.
yeah, there's no airports close to you.
You're sure that there's an airport here, right?
Yes.
I pulled up airports close to you and nothing's there. Just the back button.
No, I got St. Anne, Des Moines. CYS.
Des Moines. Des Moines.
Des Moines. Okay. Well,
Des Moines.
hey, I can't speak English, let alone Canadian French.
French.
Eh?
Parlez-vous français?
Eh?
My wife could actually can speak French. She hears me butchering some of the stuff. She'd come over here and smack me up the backside of the head.
One of the voices in my head speak French.
I learned today there's a hotkey to cut the throttle.
Yeah.
Did you accidentally find it or on purpose find it?
No, I just stumbled across it and wrote it down so when you're landing you can just boop. And there's a hotkey for throttle full.
Too bad catching up with y'all. Considering my flight was late leaving due to technical issues. But what I thought was cool about that Cessna 152 is that it actually tracks the flight hours in the plane.
Oh, that's cool.
And the audio, the sound is
Condition levers.
is modeled really well too. Because when it's at low idle, you can almost hear like the engine knocking. But the second you spool up that engine, you don't hear anything. It sounds great.
Well, I don't know if he'll get that. We'll see. I sent him a Facebook message. So I'm at 11.4.
I'm at 12.4.
I'm at 15.9.
Trying to decrease my speed. Buy myself a little more time. So I eventually need to get down to, I forgot what it was for approach.
Is it approach?
Like 120, I'm supposed to approach at 120.
Oh, you're
Touch
talking
down
speed.
at 110.
Speed.
Yeah.
Altitude for approach is 3 to 5. It's just I go to this. So that would be 180 feet above sea level.
And your plane's yelling at you.
No, it's letting me know that I'm within 1,000 feet of my altitude set.
I could never fly a plane like that. Every time I heard a beep, I'd jump out of my skin.
Basic gaming, how do you play in window mode? Well, you asked the question, then ran off before I had a chance to notice it was there, but isn't it in the main settings at the beginning when
It's
you
Alt
load the
Enter.
game?
Yeah, or you can just hit Alt to enter.
Alt to enter, okay. Well, if you come back to face of gaming, we'll let you know. For anyone that does end up watching later, Alt and enter will put you into window mode. The reason I do it is because I have multiple screens, and that way it doesn't go crazy with trying to do full screen and the other screen.
Well, I have multiple screens, and when I try and do full screen, it makes my other screen go black. Or just go black.
Go black, yeah. And I wasn't even going to attempt to try and deal with that, so I went straight to window mode when you said you was having that issue.
And I mean, you could do borderless gaming if you can get it to work. Honestly, after a while, I don't even notice that little bar up at the top.
I don't notice the bar up there, but it's helpful with the flight planning and all that. I've got the bar at the bottom, which, okay, fine, it's there, but it also has time, which with stuff that we do, like say zombies, and all of a sudden it's like 2 in the morning. It's good to know that it's actually 2 in the morning.
Right.
Or bad to know, depending on how you look at it.
Right.
Because I know just sitting here, if we knew we didn't, all of us didn't have to get up early tomorrow for one reason or another,
We'd be here when the sun came up.
Yep, still flying.
Oh yeah. We'd be pulling into Nook going, well, let's call off work. Let's keep going. We're already up.
Now, if you guys could get some long distance planes like me, we could do a 12-hour flight across the Atlantic.
Well, can go in the in-game 747.
Maybe soon.
Yeah, but I want to fly my plane.
Well, you can.
Those planes would blow my wings off.
Well, no, we'll just put a big chain between mine and, we'll pull you along. We'll both get a chain. We'll that way,
Yeah, and then I'll have my crew with their hands out so that way they can catch the passengers getting sucked out of your plane.
Well, no, we'll tie it to the landing gear or something. All right. Distance. We're at 25.
Still no airports.
You got anything on you yet?
No, I actually have destination.
The airport?
Yep.
Are you quite a bit ahead of me then?
Yeah, I'm at 25 out. I'm ahead of you.
Oh yeah, you're about 12 miles, 13 miles ahead of me.
Oh, there's no one on duty. I can just pick a runway. Pick a runway 27.
There's no one there?
I've got no one there. No.
It's that small? Well, there's nobody else around, so apparently.
This is gonna be fun.
Which one are you picking?
27.
GPS 27?
Yeah.
Alright.
Well, for the contacting it just needs to know it's 27. But for the approach, yeah, I did GPS.
27. Yeah, that's what I did. Alright, I have my approach entered. Very good.
Flight plan.
Set my altimeter set incorrectly.
The last time I looked at it, it was at like
2964. Last one on mine.
2953 is what I got.
mine was at 5.3 and then it bumped up to 6.1 or 6.2. Is that the pilot?
Yeah, the last one on my radio said 2964.
I'm at 12,000 feet.
I'm at I think I'm at 7. Yep, I'm holding at 7 with rain. Got rain.
Every airport MrMoonDog picks, it's either raining or thunderstorms.
Oh, no, it's not.
I just see water. Is there really land coming? Oh, it's over there, I guess.
All I see are clouds right now.
I'm down to 150 feet.
Oop, I see runways off to my left. I don't want that, I want that, and I want that, and I want to... Yes.
So did you find any INS frequencies or anything on your fancy?
No, I didn't find that.
equipment?
I just the ones that I gave you as to what they were. I think
I need to figure out how to. I need to watch the videos some more to learn how to find out that information. I know in one of his videos he goes to a website.
yeah,
to plan his flight plan, and you can skip ahead and pull up other information on there. I guess I need to have the laptop fired up on the side here for my side panel, so I can find that information.
You and I are getting pretty close to each other, Zig. I don't see you yet, but according to the map, we're pretty close.
I dropped off on the speed quite a bit because I have a tendency to come hauling balls in and then, you know, be way too fast.
Well, I'm at 10,400 feet, and I'm doing 241 knots.
Oh, I'm down to 150. At 7,000 feet. And I always seem to run out of time on my approach, so this time I wanted to try and slow my ass down. I think I could probably pick up the pace a little bit though, but now. Not too much though.
Alright. 10,000 feet. Here you go. Go auto rich. Not full rich. Auto rich. Thank you.
Have you landed already, Moondog?
no, but I am almost out to the outer marker for my approach.
Yep, there's some rain. I see it now. Light rain.
Uh, 4.6.
Damn, those runways look really, really short. How are you on fuel, Zig?
I'm okay. Did you mean specifically?
Yeah, I mean, did you need me to orbit so that way you can land first, or?
I still have 911 pounds. No, you're fine if you want to land.
I'm not quite in position yet. I'm still 8,000 feet up, so you're probably in a better position than me.
Oh shit, I need to hit my, activate approach. Okay, we're gonna put on our landing lights, strobe nav, taxi light.
Two out. Alright. Don't tell me that we're on the wrong, we're not down far enough. Probably have done this. Seatbelts on, no smoking. And that to dim.
Can't read what my warning lights say. Oh. Say anything.
Yeah.
That's MrMoonDog's buzzers going off that I hear.
Yep.
Yeah, because I'm
freaking out.
I'm disengaging stuff because I'm looping back around to restart the approach.
Alright, well, I just announced my upwind on runway 27s.
I don't know if I'm upwind or not, but I'm circling on final. I guess I should announce something on final.
Traffic, Mike 88, 3 miles north, 6,200, south to land. Runway 27.
I don't know if I'm down low enough yet though. I might just get down in time. Question is, will I slow down in time?
Well, I had slowed down enough, but I wasn't low enough, so. Drako, if you're lined up, go. You can follow him in. I'll follow him behind you because I've got plenty of fuel.
Okay. I'm 21 miles east. And I'm on my final.
I'm circling and I'm on my final. Probably like right in front of you.
You are about 9.4. Hello?
Yeah.
I just heard somebody drop out.
First of all, get back in the fucking plane.
Speaking coming in.
Okay? That first of all, never, ever, 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 ever fly outside.
I wasn't flying outside the plane. I was just looking around.
Don't do that either.
Don't do that either. Okay.
Don't do that.
And how are you doing, sir?
Oh man, yeah, I'm all right. How are you guys?
We're landing in the rain again.
I'm trying not to run over Zig.
The last 3 nights. Go ahead.
Are you all flying the same plane?
No. I'm flying a 377.
And Zig's got a little British, what is it, that,
Jetliner 31.
yeah. I'm in that,
Jetstream.
that Beach King, King Air 200.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I recognize the cockpit.
Oh, landing gear down. We remembered today.
but the last 3 nights we've flown, we've landed in either rain, torrential rain, downpour, lightning.
Well, it depends on where you're landing, you know, what the weather's like. Where are you? I can't quite tell from the map.
Sep lies up in Canada,
Oh, okay.
north side of St. Lawrence,
Yeah.
and we're flying that way to get to St. Anthony and Nuuk, Greenland, to come around to Ireland that way, because Zig's got a quick plane, but he doesn't have a say a long range plane.
Right.
Drako, I mean, he could fly coast to coast.
I can fly New York. I can fly New York to England in 12 hours and still have fuel left over.
Yeah, but can I tell you how massively uncomfortable that would be in a 737?
No, it's not a 737. It's a 377. It's a Stratocruiser.
Oh. I thought you said a 737. I'm like, I don't think that thing would have the range. It may just have the range, but I mean, I do it in the 747. I do Heathrow to JFK. And it's, well, going that way, going east, it's longer. Coming west, it's quicker because the winds.
And this thing's got a 4,300 mile range.
I was getting ready to go to bed, and my phone went off, and I was like, "Oh, who's this?" I was like, "Oh, it's MrMoonDog. Fuck him." But then I'm like, "No, I'll see what he has to say." Oh, all right. I'm pretty much doing nothing but playing American Truck lately, anyway. So
You should really join us one night.
I would love to if I had a plane that wouldn't blast past all you guys. I don't know. I'll have to look. I don't have this. I don't have this King Air. I'm not really into prop planes. I do have the Dash 8.
I've been looking at that one.
Yeah, that's a damn good. It's a tough plane to fly, but it's a good plane. It's a very good plane.
All right, I'm having to break off because I'm gonna land on top of Zig. Too close.
You following an approach or using ATC or anything? No, just
They don't have ATC
just
at this
winging
airport.
it? Oh, okay. Just winging it. Just visual approach.
Yep.
I haven't flown anything small in so long. I should probably do it.
I know the Beechcraft. They're small, but they're pretty damn fast.
Yeah. I have a couple of. No, I don't actually. I have the Dash 8. I have the A2A Cessna 174. But that's so slow, so limited. It's just a cool plane, but it's not. It's really just for flying from one little airport to another, and then refueling and taking off and doing it again. Just haven't VFR flown in so long. I don't know if I know any good. I think you guys are bad.
We've actually been looking at getting air hauler.
Air hauler looks all right. It looks okay. I can't. I don't have the time, unfortunately, with the virtual airline and everything. So,
Well, at least Zig's helping you out. He's actually flying British Air, Ryanair. Is it British Air or Ryanair?
please tell
British
me.
Air.
British Air.
Which British Air?
What? No, the plane is just it has a British Air skin.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say.
Hey, Zig's on the ground.
Which
Oh
British
yeah,
Air?
and on the runway.
Because I haven't got a thing in my British Air inbox saying that I have a new trainee.
No, it just happens to be skin that way.
We haven't had a new person join in a long time.
It'll be back on in a second. That's the computer going haywire.
Oh, these are short runways, Moondog.
Well, you are asking it to do a lot of stuff with this too. You got to realize how much stuff is going on with these planes. You know, oh, the Abacus used to friggin' fit with the 747. It used to have a fit. If I got 10 frames a second, it was a good day. You're never going to get. I mean, it's FSX. You know what I mean? It's only ever going to be as good as it is.
Well, this is only the first time in the last 3 times I've streamed that it's actually killed itself while playing this. So I'm not too upset about it, but I am getting upset with the fine. I'll back off on that.
Your landing was rated great. Good for you.
Yeah, that's the first time that happened.
Good for you. I bet I wouldn't get a great landing. Is that a stall?
It's a low speed warning.
Yeah, stall.
You get used to those when you're flying with Moondog.
I'd love to be in the back of this thing.
Either that or his microwave popcorn's done.
I'll give you one piece of advice about landing. Set your throttle, right, to whatever. I don't know what they recommend in this thing. And then trim the plane for the speed you want to come in at. So whether that means nose up or nose down, and run through your flaps, you know what I mean, as you decrease speed. Because I don't know what this thing wants to land at. Like in the 747, I usually land about 145 knots, right? Depending on the wind or whatever. Of course, in the 747, it's auto throttle, so
Too high. I'm probably going to have to bank out of this again.
nah, just duck down there. You do it.
That's normally what I do, and that's when the alarms start going off. And
I don't ever go around.
Gear up, flaps up, go around again.
I can't tell the number of times after 15, 16 hours in the chair that I've put it down on one wheel. fuck it, good enough. 747 is a big plane. You don't even feel it. No. After 16 hours, I'm not doing too many go-arounds. I hate it when I get cut off. Like, I'm on VATSIM, especially flying in England. Because the approach coming into Heathrow is the same approach as they use in London City for the smaller planes. And there's always some VFR idiot who decides he wants to duck into sequence. And they let him. And they'll be like, British Airways, Speedbird 1, go around. No, fuck you. Go around. Of course you have to, but why? Some Cessna can land in front of me. Okay. You're fine. You're fine. A little left. A little left. A little left. A little low.
Yeah.
I just had to lose it there a little bit, but not. A little
Sorry.
left. Goes down.
That's all right. I already took the.
Are you going around?
No.
Well, then you better put your nose down a little bit.
I know. I don't understand what's going on with that thing there.
Oh, it's terrifying to watch somebody else fly. I never realized I was carrying it. I had a stream me flight sometimes. It's so fucking boring though. Nobody's gonna want to watch it. Yeah, hi. What's up, everybody? It's BiPolar Prophet. Welcome to 16 hours of absolutely nothing. Oh, that day.
Moondog's getting some really high views on his videos.
Yeah, people love this. And to be fair, I know you want to be good at it, but the worse you are, the better people.
Better.
They wouldn't like me because it's god awful boring for most people.
Yeah, this
Well,
is.
I think it also has a lot to do with the plane that you're flying too. Some people want to see planes that nobody else is flying.
Right, because everybody flies a jet plane, you know what I mean? Because they're easy and they're, that's where the money is, the sim money or whatever. So I should be.
I'm a huge turboprop fan. I'll fly anything that's a turboprop.
Oh, you'd love the Dash 8 then. That's a great plane. It's hard to fly, but it's a great plane.
What about it makes it hard to fly?
Well, it's very sort of unstable. So obviously taking off is taking off. Throttle, pull back, rotary. Because it doesn't lose altitude. What am I trying to say? It holds its speed better than it loses altitude. So you have to really walk it all the way down. And I've never been
Sink rate.
Shush.
Yeah, you're gonna miss this dog if you don't get down. You got two lights.
Sink rate.
You're using a joystick, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Easy on the controls, but I can see it yanking it over. Making it slow.
I got feel.
No, this is gonna be long. You're high.
I love the 30-second delay.
Oh, wow, we've already gone around. Yeah.
Drako, let's see what you got.
How
How do I follow you guys? Or watch?
You can, with your view change, like you were doing, aircraft near you, and then you can. We're probably close enough. You can actually find Drako now.
Oh shit! I could have just loaded up. I have this. I could have just loaded this up, dropped the plane on this runway, and watched you from that.
The thing is, though, is that I have a plane nobody else has, so I look like a freaking glider.
Yeah.
So where do you go to see that, Moondog? Aircraft?
Aircraft, yeah.
Select aircraft?
If you select with your views aircraft, and then when you're going through your views.
The easiest planes in the world to fly. It's so much fun.
If you go under views, view mode, air traffic,
and then you'll see Drako and me.
I have never played this on, flown this on. I just say flag. What video say that?
No, no one heard that you played anything.
I have never flown this online. Because FSX, you know, the version that I use is fucking online. Awful. It's so bad. I'm gonna have to give this a try. Because this doesn't matter, you know what I mean? I don't care.
Well, we fly on FS Cloud, and you know there's a few people that buzz around, but nobody bugs you.
Yeah. I mean, saying I don't fly online, I mean, obviously I do what I can with VATSIM. That's not quite the same as this, you know what I mean?
What planes did you just say?
The A320, which is a good medium range plane. Like you could fly an A320 from JFK to LA, you know what I mean? It's a good medium range plane, easy to fly, fun to learn how to fly, to learn the systems and everything. It's got a great sort of like virtual co-pilot, first officer kind of deal set up in it. The A318, A319 are the same, but they're a little shorter range. Two gliders, you know, but they're fantastic. Aerosoft, they're great. The Dash 8, which is better on sale recently, because they're never going to make another version of it. The Twin Otter is another good prop plane for you, MrMoonDog, since you seem to like prop planes. I'd learn how to fly this one first.
They got anything like the Strato Cruiser or the Connie?
Aerosoft does. If you go to Aerosoft's website, you can see all the planes they do. PMVG does the. Is it PMVG that does the DC-10 and the DC-9? Those are. You want to talk about like monitoring the system in a plane while you're flying it, and the most complex, just archaic autopilot system I've ever seen.
Oh, that's what this has.
Those are big money. Those are big money. Like the A320 package, I think is $40 for all four planes. Can't really beat that. Oh, and it comes with the A330 too, I think, which is the big, you know, long distance one. I haven't, but I've never actually flown it. I'm pretty sure it doesn't fly those. I'm not going to do a 15-hour flight for fun.
Yeah, you're not going to play for 15 hours in a plane, right?
Probably not, no.
Alright, I'm on my final.
Whoa, Jesus. It's not a fighter jet.
No. That's why there's seat belts on in the back.
That's why you just ripped half your wing off.
Well, those dents that you see in the top of the plane, that's where people have been plastered the entire flight.
Better be free drinks on this thing.
But here, we'll do this real quick.
Tell you what, first time I ever tried to land a prop plane, I was awful. The first 20 times I tried to land it, I was awful. I'm not critiquing you, man. You're about having fun, kids. Okay, if you put the seat down on the propeller, it doesn't matter to me. Yeah, this is a comfortable plane.
Yeah, you know.
Oh yeah, all the chessboard and all that, yeah.
So, you know, it's a nice plane that way, so.
It is, yeah. Well, it's an executive transport. That's what this was designed for.
And that's what I was looking for, was this or like the Gulfstream.
Yeah, there's no good, somebody did I don't remember, something with an A, did the the G5, is that, it's a jet.
Yeah, the G5 Gulfstream.
Yeah, it's a really good model. I'd have to look it up. It's something with an A. What are the A companies?
A2A?
No, A2A only does like prop stuff. A2A does that Cessna 147 and that Cessna 148, which are fantastic. Holy crap!
They also do the Comanche, which is a really nice plane.
Comanche's a beautiful plane. Yeah, if I was into those kind of planes, I would have bought that too. The thing about those planes is they're alive. Those planes age even when you're not flying.
So you gotta, if you've been gone for like a week or something, you might have to change the oil in it, or
Yeah, you might have to. You got to check the fuel to make sure there's no water in it. You might have to drain the fuel. You know what I mean? That is so cool. Oh, I don't know. I just want one plane, and I just afford it. It's friggin' killing me. I want my PMDG 747 version 3. I want it so bad. $100. And worth every penny to me, because I'll fly 5,000 hours in it, you know. I'm only a couple hundred hours away from being a training instructor for the 747. So if you guys ever want to, not the default 7, I don't know nothing about that thing, because it doesn't have an MCTU or anything or any advanced systems, but if you guys ever get into 747, let me know.
Well, Drako wanted to do a across the Atlantic type flight because we've been flying these, but he wants something longer, and it's like, well, we can fly 747s. He goes, yeah, and then we quite literally would have to drag him along to keep him up to speed, you know.
because I can get up to about 250 knots in this plane.
Yeah, it's not that fast.
All right.
I mean, for its day, it was the fastest airliner around. You know, back in the late 40s, early 50s. But
When I flew back from Johannesburg 2 weeks ago in my 747, I was at about 570 knots. 747 is quicker than the A380. I don't give a fuck what anybody says about that big bus. Yeah, she's a good. I mean, you want to put 900 people on a plane? That's a plane to do it. And give me a 747 every day. It's just so pretty and so good to fly. Nobody makes a good A380. Black Box is trying. There's one in X-Plane for the guys who did that fantastic A320 in X-Plane, but I can't think of the name of the company. But I don't have X-Plane, so. Like, I can't do the Hong Kong route anymore because, well, after this month or next month, I can't do the Hong Kong route anymore. British Airways, because British Airways doesn't fly the 747 to Hong Kong anymore. They only fly that 380, so.
Try this again.
Drop $75 on a mediocre plane that I'm not going to enjoy flying. I'm just going to fly out.
How do I do this so it keeps that on approach?
go on, get down.
This obviously being a prop plane doesn't have auto throttle. Does it have?
No, it doesn't have the auto throttle, but it does have the controls where it will bring me down to within 500 feet. It'll actually probably land it. I keep setting the altitude control either wrong so that it's either keeping it set and it's not following it. I did it last night.
Do you have an approach programmed in?
I do.
Okay.
I have it active and I'm on it.
Okay, but are you clicking are you in approach mode now?
Yes.
Okay. Have you picked up? Oh, there's no ILS in this one.
No.
So what are you following? Is there an NDB?
This is the GPS. What is it? The
RNAV. Okay.
RNAV. Yeah.
Yeah. Most planes aren't going to audit. I mean, RNAV.
Are you sure this is a 5,000-foot runway, Moondog?
That's what the little computer says.
Because it feels like I'm trying to land on a damn postage stamp.
Oh, full flaps, full auto brake. Get on it.
Well, I had full flaps, and I had my engines in full reverse, and I still had to go around. And I was landing at 130 knots.
Yeah, well, that's a pretty good sized plane to be landing, you know, on a small runway. 5,000 feet's not very big.
You did get down a little late, though, didn't you? Maybe.
I did.
This looks a lot better.
I did get down a little late, but that's because I had to adjust my sink rate because I was dropping too quickly, and I held it too long.
Muda, can you drag that window over a little bit?
Which one?
So I can see it again. That window with all your nav and all that stuff on it.
With my nav on it.
With your alt, no, not that one. The other one, the one that was on the top, the alt cell and all that. I don't know what it's called. So I know you're doing a lot of shit right now, but I just want to see.
You're itchy all over. Okay.
Heading, approach nav.
I was able to bring both you guys up on my screen.
Or you.
I got Drako full screen and I got MoonDog in a little box.
And I'm sure I look like a glider, don't I?
Well, yeah.
Oh, this has VNav? Why would you use a VNav? It doesn't. Yeah, it has VNav. Yeah, I would have definitely used VNav on the way down.
Well, that's what I thought I was doing.
That's cool. I was just looking to see if it had some sort of speed.
Can I take you off of what you were looking
Yeah,
at?
that's fine. That's fine.
Can I try and land now? Thank you,
Yes,
sir.
please. Please do. Got a good rating. Is that it? 200 feet?
Yeah.
Good speed, 125-ish knots.
Yeah, and I'm still on flap 1. I got to drop it down to landing flap still yet.
You know how to read your flight director, right? To follow the glide slope in?
Yeah, but I don't see that. Am I?
Okay.
Is that?
Go up your main PFD there, your main nav screen?
Yeah. And that's where the
In the
pink
middle.
is. Yeah.
Right. And those dots on the either side of it, right? You want to be dead in the middle of that. And then I can't quite see it. Where is it on this? There should be.
I am.
So you're a little off course to the left.
Yeah.
Did you read the charts on this to see what the glide slope was?
Hush. Shut up.
Just
No, not you. The
turn to 269 now. Now. Do it now. Oh, you are. Okay, just point the nose down. We'll get you.
There he goes.
Wow, this thing doesn't like to lose altitude, huh?
no.
That's like this thing here. It doesn't like to lose altitude, and if you're light on fuel, it floats
Yeah.
all the way down the runway.
Better than bouncing. Well, I mean, unless you don't land, you know.
And this is why you add extra fuel because you,
Yes.
for us, because
That's why I add extra fuel. Okay,
I still got 10 hours worth of fuel, so I'm okay.
since you're going around again, I'm gonna go opposite. All right, we'll try this again.
oh, wait a minute. All right, let me finish getting this turned around, and I will pull up again. And I know that it said 5,000, but I think it's just 5,000
5,000 what?
feet.
You're at 5,000 feet?
No, the length of the runway.
Oh. Yeah, you need to get your wheels down
Sink
as soon
rate.
as there's pavement,
Pull
Drako.
up, pull up, pull up, pull up. Sink rate.
Yeah, because in Boston, I had no problems landing this thing.
No, you didn't. I mean,
Yeah,
you're
MoonDog,
down.
why don't you just fly underneath me?
Yeah, no kidding.
Well, you're ways off there.
I was like a tenth of a mile above you. I'm thinking FAA is gonna have some issues with that.
Do you have your? Is there some sort of? There's got to be an NDB or some sort of beacon that you can tune your radio in, right? To follow in on this.
Yeah, there is. I was looking something
gonna
up
see
real
if I
quick for.
See if I can
All right.
find an approach plane.
Um,
here. What's the ICAO of this?
6,552 feet for 27 and 9 there, Drako.
Alright.
What's the iCal is?
CYZV. So Charlie, Young, Zebra, Victor.
Okay, I'm gonna have to teach you how to do phonetics too, right?
I'm working on it. I don't know.
Charlie,
Flaps.
Yankee, Zulu, Victor.
Okay, well.
Yeah, that sounds better.
There we go. Sky Vector is your friend, boys. Let's see.
Engines.
Oh, you do have a VFR. Let's stand. May I see?
Come on.
This one, please.
She does not want to get down. There we go. Come on.
Where's the approach?
Run.
You got
there
plenty.
she goes.
You got plenty of grass too, Drako.
There she goes floating again.
That's what the world wants to hear. There. Let's see. Oh, man, there are tons of approaches in and out of here, huh? Which direction are you coming from, Linda?
East, headed west.
Roger that. Okay, so. Of course, this guy there really are. What was it?
Charlie, Yankee, Zulu.
Are you down, Drako, or are you pulling back
No,
out
no.
there?
I had to. I cannot get. I don't think I can get this on the ground there. Because if I go anywhere near 100 knots, I start to stall. But if I try and land at 120 knots, which is about my minimum, I'm too fast.
Every airport in the world, regardless how small they are, has some published approach. What runway you landed on?
27.
If you'd like to use this chart, please buy it. Yeah. I already have that graph. I'm not going to buy it. Let's see. What do you say? Okay, so. You want to be at 1,140 feet by where do I want to be at 1,145 feet by 1,100 feet? Exactly. Yeah, you want to be at.
All right, I'll be right back. I got to piss. That's probably why I'm not able to land. I can't think.
Of course. God, these little nowhere airports are so hard to find stuff for. There's nobody. Runway 27. Okay, that's right. Hard yes. Global navigation 7.
See, last night when I did this, I came in and I had it so it would, it even brought me in on the glide slope correctly. All I had to do was just kill it off and land the last 400, 500 feet.
Yeah, but that's no fun.
I know, but
in the bad weather, it's fine. So.
All right, let's land this fucker. Understand how it has an approach for something that doesn't have a published approach. I mean, it's got an RNAV, but that's more of a guideline than anything else.
Yeah.
Something for you to follow. You ride in on the beacon. I was I gotta go to bed pretty soon.
You're telling me. When the wife wakes up and comes down for a late night cigarette and stuff. Validino Nido. I'm terrible at pronouncing words. Hola to you also.
Good for you. Hello, I'm back.
I try and say hello to those that are watching. I'll even say hello to them guys that ride bikes and
send messages to people who aren't watching.
Yeah, if I know that you should be watching, I'll tell you should.
Listen, I was up on the Dalton on that 1-to-1 map. It took me 2.5 hours to drive 47 miles.
Hey BP, do you remember what the ILS is for this runway? 27.
Fuck, do I know? There's no what at this runway? There's no ILS in this airport.
Damn it! I was hoping there was.
If there was an ILS, he'd have been down already. It's an RNAV approach. These little patch jobs don't have ILSs. Do I remember what it is? I mean, yeah. Hold on, I'm just all that shit in my head.
No, I didn't know if maybe.
No, there isn't.
MrMoonDog gave it to MrMoonDog or something. I didn't know if
this
it
is
had
what
it.
you do, right? Get lined back up for this runway. Get down to about 1,100 feet, about 120 knots, right? And just better to come in low and slow.
Yeah, that's what I'm already working on. That's what I was thinking also. So, and
because you're trying to ask your nav system to do something it doesn't know how to do, because there's no published approaches for this. So, if you want ILS stuff, you got to land it big international runway.
Yeah, and that's probably why it did it at Boston, but it won't do it here. So
no, because there is no ILS. If there was an ILS, you'd have an ILS indicator on your PDF.
Oh, I get rid of that. Get rid of that. I don't need that now. I need to back off on the speed.
It's an NDB. You could probably tune in and follow in, but. And of course, landing at night, the shit like this is hard to do visually.
Hi, MrMoonDog.
Hey, Drako, we're just doing laps up here. See which one of us runs out of fuel first.
I'm pretty sure that's going to be you.
That's a super speed glider running past me the other direction.
You don't have a throttle with them?
Yes, I have a throttle.
Why are you using a mouse to adjust your throttle?
No, I was adjusting the prop control.
You know,
I have engine condition lever and the prop.
Right. You don't have a slider or something you can use for your condition levels?
I already have the one on for the throttle on the joystick. To be honest, yeah, I wouldn't mind getting something like one of the Warthogs or an actual better, more flight stick with throttle controls and stuff, but that's...
Oh, the Warthog's way to go, man. This thing's fantastic. And they're not that expensive now.
Yeah, they're like $40 on Amazon.
I should be flying with a yoke, you know, because that's would be more typical for a 747, but I just can't bring myself to spend the money on one of the big high-end flight sim things, you know?
Yeah.
I've been flying with this thing for so long. I like it. I'd rather have a better wheel. So
I was watching one guy play this, and he's got the whole setup and everything, and he spent like $400 on yoke and.
Oh, God, easy, yeah, easy. I mean,
Like
my rudder pedals were $190, and they're not even that good. So.
hell, I'm using gas and brake pedals as rudder pedals, and they work fine for me.
Yeah, it works. It definitely works. And if I was so inclined as to use my my V3s for that, I would. But since I already had the rudder pedal.
Are you telling me if I don't have it on for some reason?
Alright. I think this nav system is fucking you up now. I think you should probably hand fly this in from about, I don't know how far out you are at the moment, but.
Yeah, well.
Here's another cheaty way to do this. Could you not have in-game ATC oh, there is none, you said, right?
Nope. This is not a manned airport.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, but it's getting foggy.
Get rid of that. Let's back over here. Get that down.
That's one way to get off some speed. You'll be S-turn. You see this purple line, right?
Yeah.
You want to be pointed at that purple line with that middle part lined up with that arrow. That part that's down the bottom, you want that lined up in the arrow. That will put you in the middle of the road. Then all you got to do is get down to slowly drop altitude, slowly come down on your speed, get your flaps fully out. Of course, in this, you probably won't need them fully, but whatever, And then as soon as you touch down, or as soon as you, a couple of inches above the runway, retard the throttles, get ready to hit the brakes. Easy peasy.
Why is that pink line way over there?
It's pointing at, never mind, don't use that. It's pointing at something else. You don't have that sector.
Yep, that's what I thought.
You have that set to looking at something else. Okay. All right.
That's all right. I got it. Yeah,
come left. Come left. And drop some speed and drop some altitude. Get down to about 1,100 feet. There's no terrain issues here. No trees in the way or anything.
Probably right at the runway, but good.
We'll be at the runway.
Yeah. Like that.
About 100 miles an hour. Yep, that'll help you. That'll slow you down. Oh, you might have to come up on a. No, I can't see how fast you're going.
140 right now.
Yeah, I'd come down a bunch. Thinking about 120, 110, and then right at the threshold, 0 throttle, roll it out. Get down about 1,000 feet. You probably want to be at about 300 feet at the thresholds.
Sink rate. Sink rate. Sink rate.
Up.
Some planes just like the bitch.
You can't land unless you sink. Come on.
Well, there's a difference between gliding and sinking, but yeah.
Sink rate.
Some planes
Sink
just like the
rate.
bitch.
Sink
It's
rate.
the way it is. And this is going to be a steep approach because it's a short runway. So
500.
perfect. Okay, so the runway elevation is 500 feet low. Oh, you got it down. You got it. Are you full flaps yet?
Yeah, I'm
So you're
full
fully
flaps.
configured. Gear down, full flaps. Gonna slow down 100
Sink
miles an
rate.
hour.
Sink
Parking
rate.
copy. Perfect. Hope you're watching this, guys. He's gonna do it. He's nailing it. This is perfect. I don't worry about shelling sink rate. I get that all the time too. 747's a heavy plane.
Too much. Too much.
No, you're okay. It doesn't
No.
matter as long as you land on the runway.
No, I meant I wanted to pull up just a little bit, and
Nope.
I pulled up too much, but I'm good.
All right, now 0 throttle, flare a little bit. There you go.
I love it.
There you go.
He's telling me instructions after I've done it.
Yeah, very nice. Brakes and vacate the runway. And welcome to Canada, Beach Air,
Yep.
whatever.
Because this big bitch is coming in.
Oh, can we watch that? How do we watch that?
Well, let me get off the runway, and then we will watch Drako.
The thing is, you only see a glider come in.
Yeah.
Where's the left turn signal?
It just... Leave your landing lights and everything on to you. Vacate the runway. You clean up after you're off the runway. You can
No, I was actually turning on at least the taxi lights, and I didn't have the landing lights on. So.
Oh, good job.
And there's nobody around. Except for Drako.
Vacate right there. No. Yep. There you go. Left turn. Easy. You're going to flip it over. Nice job.
Actually, don't really need the landing lights on now, but strobe light on either.
Nope. Only thing you need on going in is your navigation lights and your taxi lights. Yep. There you go. Flaps up.
Got a great landing, Moondog.
Yeah, that was good. Good. Very good.
I mean,
Good
after
job. Hey, whatever. Who cares?
a couple of, no, it's fine. I didn't crash it on the approach or nothing. I got it, so.
Did a fantastic job. Is there even a place to park up here? Or
Yeah.
is it just,
But we'll be nice. We'll stop here, and
there it is.
then we'll go that, and then we'll go aircraft Drako. There's Drako.
I'm gonna watch Drako land, then I gotta go. But that was a lot of fun. I forgot how much fun it is to kind of watch other people. Like, oh god, it really is a glider. That's funny. You know how hard it would be to land a glider on a runway? I've never even flown a glider.
Let's see, average sync rate perfect, minimum sync rate perfect, max speed perfect, minimum sync rate failed. Touchdown sync rate perfect, great rating. So
Does it tell you what your vertical feet per minute were?
yeah, I had average sync rate at 1,081 feet per minute, max sync rate 1,300 feet, max speed difference 2 knots, max sync rate differential was 319.
Wow, that's pretty good.
Touchdown sync rate 46 feet
46
per minute.
feet per minute. That is good, man. Holy shit. I don't get that. That's awesome.
So
All right. You're ready to fly to 747. Let's go. Let's get you
well, I don't have a problem with that.
I don't feet per minute. I think my best is about 60, but in a plane that big, you don't even feel it, so it doesn't matter. Anything on 100 is perfect anyway. Anything on 100 doesn't get the maintenance staff screaming at you.
All right, so we have Drako with his
Flaps full.
You should have no problem landing this on that runway from what I see.
Yeah, as long as you don't let it float too long, you'll be all right, because MrMoonDog had plenty of runway left.
Quite literally miss these couple of trees and just starts dropping it.
Them two, them lights on the left side of the runway there, that's called the Pappies.
Yeah.
It's telling me my glide slope, if I'm high or low.
Yep. Okay, so you already know that, so I don't need to tell you that. 2 reds, 2 white. There you go, perfect. Keep it there. A little high. Once you get
Traffic.
within about 500 feet of the threshold, it doesn't matter anyway. They stop being accurate. And they're not 100% accurate in FSX, as I've discovered numerous times. Is he center line, or we just have a weird view?
I'm
Well,
center line.
He might
got
be,
it.
but
Ooh.
because of
Did you bounce, or is it just a weird way that this does?
Just a
it?
weird thing because it was a nice soft landing.
Yeah, good job. This looks weird watching it glide scream down the run. Wow, you guys are all right. Shit, I don't have to tell you nothing. You know it all now. Good for you. MrMoonDog's softer landing than I am. I'm gonna have to sign you up over the British version. Nice job. Nice job, guys. You better miss 6.
All right. And let me.
All right, come down here and find Zig somewhere.
I don't see Zig on FS Cloud anymore.
I already fell asleep waiting for you guys to get your ass on the ground.
All right, well that's fine. Pull up next to the field anyways.
20 knots there, MrMoonDog. 20 knots.
Okay, let's see what they gave me. Ooh, I got an okay. My average sink rate was a fail. My max sink rate was okay. My max speed differential was perfect. Max sink rate differential was a fail. Touchdown sink rate was great. Oh, considering I put this big bastard on that little runway, I think it was pretty good.
And there is something to be said, is some planes just like to bitch. That it's just, you know what I mean, they like to give you the sink rate and they like to give you the stall warnings, even though you know you're in control of the plane. This old aviators rule, fly the plane, don't let the plane fly you.
Well, according to FS Cloud, my average sink rate was 51 feet per minute. Max sink rate was 2308 feet per minute. My max speed differential was 3 knots. My max sink rate differential was 366 feet per minute, and my touchdown sink rate was 901 feet per minute. I don't think it was that hard.
901 feet per minute to crack the plane in half. The landing gear would have shot up through the back of the cap and killed everybody. The hardest landing I think I've ever had was coming into Gibraltar in its horrible weather, low on fuel. Thought I was going to have to declare an emergency. I think I landed at 115 feet per minute and kicked off all the PMDG failure-based stuff, like bent landing gear and all this other stuff, and got royally chewed out by the British virtual maintenance staff. And I had to go do 5 landings with the senior 747 instructor. I'm like, really? Okay, yeah, that's fine. 47 feet per minute is like a soft breeze.
Well, that's what was weird, because when I did this landing, it was really soft. There was no bounce, no nothing. So I don't think that it's always 100% with FS Cloud.
You know what it is too, is that it could be that the however this runway is set up could be wrong. You know what I mean? So did you just reset your cabin altitude? Wow, you are that guy, MrMoonDog. Good for you.
You know, I'm trying to learn it all. It includes doing shutdown and then that.
That's when I go into FS Actions in the MCDU and I put it on, turnaround state and go to bed. Because I know I'll be taking the thing off again in the morning. So,
parking brake.
All right. Well, stream's been interesting. It's been 4 hours.
Yeah,
I'm saying goodnight to the stream. So
fantastic job.
Watch
this guy again, everybody. He knows what he's doing.
Thank Zig and Drako for flying. Thank BP for letting us coax him at least to come in here and talk to us for a little bit. And we'll try and coax him into flying with us sometime, and then he can school us.
Next time BP will jump in something and fly with you guys. Oh, I don't know what, but something. Oh, man, I have to go see how much this plane is.
The one that I have is a little expensive. I got it from Flight 1.
Yeah,
but,
well, that was your first mistake, but okay. Anyway, yeah.
But the stream's over, so goodbye, everyone. Gotta leave.